You can never tell what's in a man's mind. And if he's from Harlem, there's no use of even trying. Just like the tide, his mind comes and goes. No, no. Like much weather, when he'll change. Nobody knows, nobody knows. You know, you could tell a lot about a person when you're in their presence, when you're observing their behavior. You know, this guy named Barry. Barry never broke Harlem code. People knew different things that went on and they talked, but not Barry. Barry remembered bro code, aka Harlem code. He observed certain things and he'd pass a few little gems to you. Basically what he would do is he'd just give you a few things that you probably need to work on. That was his way of tipping your hat, telling you that your person is cheating on you. He wouldn't tell you who, he wouldn't tell you what was going on. He'd just give you a tip. It was almost like he had an inner message, an inner vision that knew something was going on, and he would tell you so that you could help yourself, meaning how you can get yourself out of it. If your woman was cheating on you, if your man was cheating on you, he'd tell you different things and you'd know automatically what you need to pep up. But some people didn't get the message. They wanted him to tell them everything. You can't tell people everything. You have to give only certain different seeds. You plant the seeds and the person takes those seeds, places it in the soil, adds the water, nurtures that soil with bananas. You know, somebody asked me about my skin. I take the banana peel after I've eaten the banana and I rub it on my face. Now, I wasn't going to share this, but of course, I've been told that I'm supposed to be sharing more, so I'm sharing more, okay? You know, the ancestors came here, and one of the reasons why we're breaking certain ancestral curses is to improve our world. Now, my ancestors came here, and they did damage as well. And with the damage, I'm helping to clean it up. You know, there's an old woman sitting outside at a bus stop. People walking by, judging her, saying, why is she sitting there? They have all sorts of services open, and how come her services are not being rendered to her? Maybe she didn't go to the office. Maybe she doesn't know what office to go to. Maybe you should appoint her to the library to where she can be able to get some of those services, you know? Old woman sat outside across the street from the Trump Golf Organization. And she wondered why her ancestors, what her ancestors left, why what her ancestors left was not given to her yet. She said, you know, there have been many presidents in the office, and not one of them have come to her and given her her just due. Some of the things that her ancestors left are sitting on someone's desk. Some of them are in museums. But are they giving her back her just due? Now, some people look at the old lady and they say, man, she old, she don't know no better. But you'd be surprised what people actually know. A baby is born. And when that child first begins to speak, if you don't ask the questions, you will not get the answers. That child, as it's growing up, the memory is being removed. But about the age 3, 4, I think 5 and 6 is a little too old. Their memory is being removed even more so then. But if you ask them, as I asked a few of the children in my family, what were you when you were big? And they'll tell you. Some people don't believe in it. They say, oh, are you bugging out? There's no such thing as reincarnation. There's no such thing as this. There's no such thing. There's a whole lot going on that you have no idea. When a person leaves here, before they leave here, actually they've left in their body, according to you. You go to the funeral and you say that's it. But before this, when their spirit is leaving, they have one more chance to communicate with a relative or someone that they've wronged or what have you. With that one time, they have that one chance to speak to somebody, their spirit. You'll hear them internally. Everybody else outside, they don't know, you know. You might say, oh, she's definitely bugging out now. But you know what? The truth is coming to the surface. There's so much stuff is about to come out. And when it reaches the surface, hits the news, the media, and goes through its own thing. See, spiritually, it goes through spiritual law first. It goes through things spiritually before it actually comes to what we know as this true existence. But when you look at what you call true existence, it's almost like what that guy say, a wise man thinks he knows all, but no man knows all, only God. There's so much going on. It's important that you're getting out, you know. It's amazing to me how the trees connect, you know. I was in Lake Tahoe. I didn't realize that the roots connect underground. They're like brothers and sisters connected underground. They are all connected. The roots of our trees connect too. In fact, it's a blessing. If you look at the trees in Florida, I've never seen trees connect like they do. Different plant life connects with different plant life. You can see a palm tree, and on the base of the palm tree, you'll see a totally different plant connected. In the middle of the tree, you see a whole different plant connected, and it'll be growing outside of that palm tree. That's how we're supposed to be connected. We are all connected, but somehow we are removing ourselves from each other, separating, thinking that we're so different. You think you're so special because you have money. This person doesn't think they're special because they don't have money, because our society teaches that your money is your worth. It is not. We have to dress our autistic children up. Any type of child who has what society considers an illness, we have to dress them up so that they are looking normal like the other kids, just so they are accepted. God is about to correct a whole lot of wrongs. You know, it's so beautiful in the morning when it's rained overnight and you look up at the clouds. That angel blue stands out of all the other blues and whites in the sky. The angel blue. Now, I don't know if that's such a color, but it should be, because that angel blue stands out among all the other blues. The baby blue is different. You know, the powder puff of a cloud. Each one different, each one special, each one unique, just as we are unique. If you're going to compare yourself, why don't you compare yourself to nature? Why don't you look at the differences that we share from nature? Because we are all connected, and if we're connected, we share more likeness than not. We somehow connect ourselves to people and compare ourselves as being different. This person's more special because this person has a talent. That person is not so talented because they don't show it. Everyone has a gift. Everyone has a talent. If you don't know what it is, you have to go within. God is trying to show you what that talent is right now. A lot of you. But you're so busy comparing yourself to somebody else, trying to outdo the next person. She thinks she all that. She ain't nothing. Once you say that, once those words have left your mouth, now you are under the microscope. Now you're being evaluated. Do you like that? We are all so similar. We're all supposed to be growing together. Separation brings on a whole different sin, brings on a whole form of karma. Your hands come together in unison. There's just so much that we are ignoring. A wise woman once said, to chop down a banyan tree, shouldn't be chopping down any trees, but you chop down that banyan tree, that is considered a sin in some might say. Do your research, do your homework. All these trees being chopped down, nobody's looking at the big picture. It's a bigger picture. Certain answers have been given over and over and over again. It's like you're getting left back. People authorizing because they want the money. Authorizing a property to be built upon, and that foundation is not strong. Once that storm hits, and it's about to be a storm, people are going to start to see. Don't keep authorizing things just because you want the money. You know, that's called selling out in some cases, you know. Some people say, oh, who are you to judge? Oh, you're right, I'm not here to judge. But what I've been told to tell. And in a lot of ways, if I did not say anything, I wouldn't be here right now. Okay? So let's just look at what it is that we're evaluating. We are all here meant for a purpose, and some more than others. Some people say, oh, I didn't choose to get here. I didn't choose to come here. Oh, yes, you did. You might not remember. People talk in their sleep. And the many truths being told in their sleep. Many truths. So, I guess we'll call this one, and the truth shall set her free. Or in the truth will set us free. Because we're not really separate, are we?